So Acumen today as a company focuses on learning, and learning, right? So we are also learning a lot. The teachers are also learning. The students are, of course, learning. The parents would also learn. So it's all about learning. And that is where we talk about learning concepts. So these are some talking points and some salient features, salient points that you can also keep bringing it up during your interaction with the teachers, the parents, and even the students. And what do we do with learning concepts? We enable, enrich, and empower. Now, what is it that we talk about when we say enable, enrich, and empower? Is that we need to enable, enrich, empower the students, for which we first need to enable, enrich, and empower the teachers. So the 3E that we talk about is enable, enrich, and empower. When we talk about learning concepts, what is it that comes to our focus is something to do with teachers, right? So I've just had a quote. Brad Henry, he says, a good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. This is the job of a teacher. Now, every teacher has to do only this much. But what's happening, especially in India, is that teachers are not igniting that hope or that imagination or the love of learning. They are instilling a fear of learning. They are instilling a fear of examination. They are instilling a fear of grades and marks. Well, it is needed, yes, to some extent. But unless and until I don't learn, I will not be able to have that imagination. You remember I had told imagination leads to creativity and creativity leads to thinking. So learning and thinking go hand in hand. The more I learn, the more I think, the more I think, the more I learn. And that's a progress. That's the natural growth that we as human beings can have. So if a teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning, teacher's job is done. They don't have to actually teach. It automatically happens. Well, easier said than done. Yes. But is there something that we can do? Yes, of course we can do. But before that, let's have these talking points. A teacher basically can only explain it, but cannot make the person understand it. Please try to understand this particular statement. It's a very powerful statement. So the teacher says, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. You have to understand it for yourself. I will explain. Probably I will explain it twice. I will explain thrice. I will explain it 10 times. And I will explain it in various different ways. But I will not be responsible, or I will not be able to understand it for you. Right? Understanding is something that happens at the learner's side. So what we are saying is that teaching and learning are two separate entities, two separate components, which is being experienced by two different individuals. So when you interact with teachers, this is something you can talk about. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Oh yes, that's true. Now let's look at something. This is my famous quote. This is something that we all need to little bit understand. I was born intelligent, but education ruined me. This is a very strong statement. But to a large extent, this is true to most of us. I was born intelligent. My parents, my grandparents, my uncle and aunt, oh my goodness, you know what? He was such a smart kid. When he was 2 years old, when he was 3 years old, he was so intelligent. He was so smart. Don't know what happened later on. Yeah. So this has happened to most of us. What happened then actually? So is education the culprit? Probably not. Or probably yes. We don't know. But we are all born intelligent. Please understand this. We as human beings are the most intelligent species on this planet Earth. Homo sapiens. We are the most intelligent species on this planet Earth, and that is our survival. Otherwise, in this wild world, we wouldn't have survived. Wild animals, yeah, they would just eat us up. But we have been able to survive only because we are intelligent, and we have brain not just for the memory's sake, but for a lot to think about. The cognitive intelligence is more in us. Otherwise, even elephant has got a very big brain. If you compare the size of the brain, ours is not the biggest. Elephants is the biggest, and that's where we say elephantine memory. They have the best memory because their brain size is 3 times more than ours, 3 or 4 times more than ours. Well, that is aside. We are talking about intelligence. If we talk about the size of the brain, are elephants more intelligent than human beings? Well, probably not. But do they have better memory than human beings? Yes, probably yes. But we are not talking about it. We are talking about education now. So, if I was born intelligent, what happened? I went to school, I got educated, and that ruined me? Is that so? I don't know. I don't have an answer, but I keep quoting this. You can think about it, you can agree, you can disagree, whatever, but you have an argument towards this. Nevertheless, let's go a little forward. As a teacher, I am responsible for what I say, not for what you understand. Same thing, continuation of what I said earlier. I am responsible for what I say or what I explain, not what you understand. I can tell you something, but if you misunderstand, it's not my problem, it's your problem, right? I meant something, and if you understood something else, whose problem is that? Right? Now, this is where the complication arises. The complication between teaching and learning. The gap between teaching and learning is ever expanding. And that is where the opportunity lies in making the teaching learning simple, meaningful, conceptual, and reinforced. Look at how SIMECOR fits into all of the gaps that exists within the education system. Right? Okay. So, as the duty of a teacher, it's about helping every child to succeed. Of course, every teacher wants their child, wants their student to succeed. But not everybody succeeds. Various different reasons. We can't hold the teacher responsible for it. But yes, they can ignite the hope, imagination, the creativity, and all of it. So if they have to do all that, there is a lot of responsibility on the students also, isn't it? We can't just put the responsibility wholly and solely onto the teachers. We need the students also to be partner in the teaching learning process. We need the learner, the student, also to be participating. And the only thing that a student can participate is through learning. Teachers are putting in a lot of efforts. They do their lesson plans, they do their daily content, they do paper setting, they do correction, they do attendance, they do a lot of stuff. So, are the students also doing a lot of stuff? Probably not. And that is where probably we can play a role.